Hello, beautiful people. Welcome to the show. Today we'll be reviewing some headlines with you. But before we go into all that we have for you today, let's go on a quick break and we will be right back. Welcome back to the review for today. It's been all shades of rain here in this part of Lagos. How has it been at your end? Hope it has not been showering too much. Well, we covered it and we got it. So it's been an amazing shower of blessing. But that is not what we want to discuss with you today. Today we want to quickly look at some headlines and review them with you. So we are picking the first headline from Guardian, and it is that headline that is talking about IPOB warning against protests in Southeast. So very quickly, we will look at the news in detail so we can have a glimpse of what we'll be talking about. So the indigenous people of Biafra has banned protests against hunger in any Southeast territory, adding that any Nigerian agent who dares to organize any protest in the Southeast will regret it. The pro-Biafran group stated this in a statement issued by its spokesman, Ima Powerful, stressing that the current hardship in Nigeria should be the concern of Nigerians and not Biafrans. And we all know the hardship is a nationwide issue, something that is affecting practically all Nigerians. And I believe that the Southeast are Nigerians also living in Nigeria. And now they are saying they will not allow any form of protest in Southeast, and any Nigerian that is living in this region that dares to hold a protest will live to regret it. Now, I believe before this administration came into play, people casted their vote as a result of segregation, as a result of tribalism. They casted their vote, and they did it because they wanted a Yoruba person to do it. They wanted it to be a case that, oh, it is our son, let him do it, like the slogan Emiloko. And we also the case of this popular comedian Sheyi Law, who casted his vote as well. He was even advocating for this administration. He even used this administration. He used them in his comedy, telling people to cast their vote for President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. And we also, just this week, he came to social media and he made a statement. He said, there is need for a Moses to come and deliver the Israelites from the Egypt. And he used the example of Moses as an instance for Nigerian, that while the Israelites were going through the wilderness, it was needed, even though they felt like they were going through pain, it was needed for them to go through that pain. And to him, he had a ray of hope. And later on, he came out again and he began to speak on behalf of Nigerians he began to advocate for peace, on how the economic hardship would reduce. So I believe when people come to realize that they have made a mistake, they realize their mistake, they begin to look for solution. And I believe this is what Sheyi Law did. Being an advocate, an advocate for this administration, then he discovered this is becoming unbearable. Being an advocate for this administration, living in Nigeria and feeling the struggle, he came to become a voice for the people. Even though there were a lot of trolling, he was trolled by his followers, and a lot of people spoke against what he did. But the good thing is that he discovered he made a mistake somewhere. He realized, oh, this is the administration I voted for, and they are doing this. And he discovered that he can as well lend his voice to the people. He can as well lend his voice for the people, just so they can people can understand that, oh yes, I casted my vote for this person, and this person is not doing what is expected of us, and I am here again. I'm not regretting what I have done, but I have come to say that we can as well continue to speak, just so this administration can know that yes, we voted you in, but you're not doing what is expected of you. So the Southerners are separating from the calling themselves a non-Nigerian. I feel like this is becoming a segregational thing. Now they are even becoming more sentimental in this aspect. You may have a contrary opinion, but I would like that you drop your opinion in the comment section so we can see this. So if they are acting this way, then it is also a form of a form of tribalism. If we want any form of change in this country, if we want any form of progress, there is need for us to come together and say, okay, this person is doing what we don't want. Let us work together, combine forces, join forces together, and see how we are going to put an end to this, not separating themselves, because this is an issue affecting a whole lot of people, including the Southerners. And there are a lot of Southerners in this western states where protest was held recently. The protest in Ibadan, it wasn't only the Yorubas that came out. There were other tribes. So this is no longer a tribe thing. This is no longer a race thing. This is a call for us to join forces together and see how we can bring a lasting solution to what is on ground. The hardship is even the IPOB pro Biafran leader was saying that they are getting even richer, they are getting even better, even in this economy. Yes, they may be getting better, but the fact remains that there is a change in what they had before. The way they were doing business 2 years ago is different from how it is now. There is a struggle. There is a general problem which we should look at countering. So segregating themselves from what is currently happening, I don't think this is the solution now, but that we should come together, join forces together, and see how we can put an end to what is on ground. And this will lead us to the second headline to be reviewed today, which is taken from the Punch, and it says, Lagos civil servants to work 3 days a week. So just yesterday, the governor of Lagos State took to his ex handle, and he said that he was going to have a media chat with some TV stations, which he did, which lasted for about 2 hours. And a lot of issues were considered. And part of the resolution from that media chat, we were able to, he made a declaration, and he said that henceforth, the civil servants are going to only work for 3 days a week at the lower level, while at the upper level, they are going to work for 4 times a week. But very quickly, let's look at the news in details. The Lagos State Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu on Thursday said his administration would be reducing public servant working days as part of the plans to cushion the cost of living crisis in the country. We want to start with our public servants immediately from next week. Civil servants from the lower level will be working like 3 times a week, and level 15 to 17 can work 4 times in a week. Sanwo-Olu said during the ongoing media parley on economic hardship on the rising cost of food, he added that his administration would open more markets where Lagosians can buy food items at discounted rates. We will open Sunday markets in at least 42 identified markets across Lagos State. You will be able to buy food items at a discounted price. You will only be able to buy items worth up to 25,000 naira, the governor said. He added that the 25% reduction in transport services will start this weekend for the state public transport system, BRT, train, and ferry. The governor noted that his administration was also in discussions with various transport unions to reduce their fares. First is to express empathy with our citizens. We are not unmindful of the situation. As leaders, we must be able to solve socio-economic problems, he said. So according to him, he said from henceforth, civil servants will be working for the work for only 3 times in a week. But we would like to bring this question to our viewers. We've heard cases, except for if we don't want to talk about it, we've heard cases of civil servants who work in local governments who do not even go to work at all, yet they sign in and out. We've heard cases of civil servants that only go to work once in a week, prior to the time that Governor Sanwo-Olu made this declaration. Now, as a result of the economic hardship, he came to a conclusion that civil servants at lower level will work 3 times a week, probably to reduce the cost of transportation for people, just so they will be able to divert the money they are spending on transportation to other things. Now, let's see what the civil servants will be doing now that they will be working 3 times in a week. Probably they will no longer have an excuse not to even go to work at all, or to pay people to help them to sign in, because we heard this thing a lot, that people sign in and out, yet they are not even present, they are not on seat, they don't even do the work they are paid for. Other things that was discussed at this media chat was on the need for inner roads to be taken care of. He mentioned the building of the fourth mainland bridge, but questions were raised on if the inner roads will be taken care of. And according to him, he said the only challenge they had on these inner road buildings is that they cannot leave the budget for federal government, because federal government has a lot of responsibilities on their head. So he said the only challenge they had is challenge on budget. He said, but he said at the local level, the local government and the state government are looking at how they are going to join forces together on how about 114 inner roads will be taken care of. They will be taken care of concurrently at local level, that these inner roads will be worked on. So for those inner roads that Lagosians has been trusting God for on how they are going to be taken care of. I think this is more or less like a succor for Nigerians, so for Lagosians especially, that these inner roads will be taken care of. At the same time, he made mention of students' loan. People have been talking about student loan in Lagos and in the country as a whole. They've been talking about the federal government disbursing loan for students, and they said these loans will be disbursed to the school. So according to Lagos State Governor, he said this loan is not going to be disbursed to students, but they are going to make it a bursary, and the only people that will have access to this bursary are indigenes of Lagos State. The indigenes of Lagos State are the only one that will have access to this bursary. They will give them a slash on their tuition fee to make it easy for them to go to school. Also, other things that were talked about at the meeting, at the media chat, is the issue of finance. The issue of finance we talked about, and the governor of Lagos State was reminded of his MOU with the Ogun State government on how he said they were going to join forces to do certain things in the state. And according to him, he said that they've been able to acquire some hectares of land in Ogun State that will be used for farming purposes. And he said they were even planning on how they were going to they are planning on how they are going to ensure that they are going to lit up the Lagos Ibadan Expressway, so that people can have free movement on that highway without issues with insecurity and all of that. So this will bring us to the end of news at noon for today. Remember, I am Ayo. Until I come your way again, please do well to visit our Facebook platform, our Instagram platform as Prime Media TV to get all that we do in the studio. At the same time, you can visit our website at enginespeak.com to get back to back on all that we represent on that platform. At the same time, you can follow us on YouTube at Engine Speak. Thank you all so much for staying tuned with us till this time. Till I come your way again, do have a great day.